Good morning, internet world. Hope everybody's doing well this Monday morning. It's actually my Saturday morning, so I'm off today. Gonna be resting most of the day. It's most everybody else's day back to work on Monday, except for us that work the weekends, right? Typically, I work, at least for right now, kind of working the weekends. I didn't work weekends for a while, but then I started back working weekends. I was making more money on Sunday than I was the weekdays. I was taking off. So, yeah, I was taking off Monday and Tuesdays, but now I'm taking off. Excuse me, I was taking off Sunday and Mondays. In part of Tuesday, but now I switched that up to taking Monday, Tuesday, and part of Wednesday off every week. So yeah, just had to test that out money wise, and may end up switching it back in the near future. We'll see how things go work wise and such. But appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all watching this. If you don't catch it live, a lot of y'all catch it later. So go ahead this morning. Go ahead and come to a stopping point in whatever you have going on. Just find somewhere safe where you can be comfortable for the next few minutes as we get into our gratitude as well as our relaxation portion. I want to welcome y'all to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future updates and podcast episodes. Yeah, that wick is still trying to bend down on me and kind of bent in half, to be honest. But maybe it'll be okay. Let's see how it goes. Yesterday, it pretty much burned itself out. I may have to get a little needle nose pliers on it and play around with a little bit because I can barely reach with my fingers now to get down there and do anything to it. So, all right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and start out with some gratitude this morning. And I'm going to, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and start. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I worked about, get to bed about 3 o'clock, about 3:30 this morning. Worked pretty late. Probably shouldn't have worked that late. Honestly, didn't really make that much money after midnight. So, Sunday night. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. Probably won't do that again unless it's some kind of special holiday or something. So today I'm actually show y'all what I'm grateful for today. Should let me switch my camera. Yes, it will. So this is, turn this thing around. So I'm thankful for, this is my diffuser. Put essential oils in there and it smokes it up. Gets it all throughout my place here. Absolutely love it. I actually need to turn it on. It's out of water right now. I put the still water in there, and I'm using an essential oil right now, actually. Show you the one I have. I have a couple bottles of this stuff. It's pretty good, but it's called Health Shield. Health Shield essential oil. Don't see it or not, but yet. So it has cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary oils. So yeah, this stuff smells really good. It smells mostly like cinnamon. Uh, it's good to help with if there's any mold in the environment. My body doesn't really detox mold on its own. So I have to help assist with that. So I actually try to put this in there to help with the mold if there's any mold in the environment. I had it tested recently, and I actually tested it recently. My RV here is not any mold anywhere, thank God. But I really have the air purifier too. Helps with any allergens in the air. So it's always good we have clean air, y'all. Clean air, clean water. Some of the best things that you really want in life. Clean air, clean water is something really good to focus on. So make sure you do. If you don't, uh, figure it out, right? Some of the stuff I do, I'd be willing to share. Y'all, I think I've shared most of them on my health and wellness portion. We're not going to get into that any further, y'all. So I kind of went on a rant here. So let's go ahead and get into what you're grateful for this morning. So take a minute, think about something that you're grateful for, and if you're comfortable sharing with the entire world. Obviously, this is YouTube, public's going out there, so and you can drop it down below in the comments. I'll give you a minute to do that before we get rolling into our next. Oh yeah, Wick's looking like it's gonna hold up, kind of where it's at. I think good there. If you didn't watch yesterday's, go back and watch yesterday's. I did an interesting relaxation process yesterday. Definitely not going to want to miss. Yeah, it was a really, really powerful one. Help make some shifts. Y'all, sometimes shifts can happen just like that in the body, in the mind. And sometimes it takes time to be able to shift things. Let's see if I cut that light off, what it looks like. You know what? I like that. I think we're going to do that. It shows this light up a little better. We'll cut all the lights off till we get into the daily reader portion. I really like that a lot better, y'all. Yeah, looks a whole lot better. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get started. So this morning we'll do a closed eye relaxation process. So if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and close your eyes. If you're not, try to do it anyway. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit, as long as you're somewhere safe. And just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Today we're going to do my favorite We need to do more of these, y'all. I need to do some more often. My favorite relaxation process, which is noticing the sounds that you hear around you. Right now, we're going to do that. As you get better, you can do like the sounds, the smells, taste, uh, do it all together, right? Kind of put it all together, notice everything. But for now, a lot of y'all are probably new to this kind of stuff. I mean, some of y'all are not, I know for sure, but some of y'all are. We'll work up to that. For now, just notice any sounds going on around you. Maybe the kids in the other room, maybe the dog or the cat. Dog barking, cat meowing. I'm noticing right now a car going down the road. I've got my HEPA air purifier on, so I'm hearing it running right now, the motor from that. And just put your attention there. Any sounds that you hear. So in your environment. And as you do that, just continue breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Notice that sound as well. That's part of the environment. Sound of the breathing. And just if you have any regrets about the past, just let all that go. You did the best you could. And you just need to accept that. You did the best you could. With your state of mind at the time, call it your level of consciousness. It's one and the same, really, I believe. And if you have any fears about the future, just give that to God, surrender that to God, the universe, whatever you believe there. It's fine. No need to carry around a bunch of unnecessary burdens. God even says in the Bible, his yoke is light, easy. And it says to cast all of your cares upon him. No wonder people are so stressed out, depressed, anxious, because they hold on to a bunch of stuff they don't need to be holding on to. It's all about letting it go, y'all. Peeling back the layers of the onion and getting rid of stuff. It's not so much about adding on, it's more about getting rid of. Be able to find peace in your life. Be willing to give up some stuff. Excuse me. Things that are no longer necessary. Continue breathing. Let's take a couple more breaths. And then we're going to do the acceptance prayer. Final breath, take it in deep as you can on the inhale. On the exhale, blow it out audibly. Force the air out. This will help to release any other tension that might be stuck in the body. And inhale. Deep as you can. And exhale, blow it out. And prayer. Acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I'm disturbed, it is because I find some place, person, thing, or situation, fact of my life, unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Till I can accept my alcoholism, drug addiction, sex or porn addiction, gambling addiction, shopping addiction, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, best friend, people that bullied me in school, any of this stuff, y'all, right? Or people that's continuing to bully you. I cannot stay sober unless I accept life completely on life's terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate on not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. Yes. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and writing everything up in here, y'all. I'll be right back with you when we get rolling for right there. Yeah, brightens it up on that side. See what we can do. Another ring light. Yeah, I don't have a ring light yet. Buy me a ring light. I don't have a ring light. Okay, so yeah, it's much better, y'all. So we're getting in today. We're actually getting into chapter 2 from this new book that we're reading. It's Letting Go, Pathway of Surrender by Dr. David Hawkins. Really, really good person I've been following for several years now. He's no longer physically with us. He passed away, but his work still remains, and he has a lot of really good stuff. I ain't gonna say it's all easy, but it's definitely some powerful stuff. So, okay. We got about 10 minutes or so. All right. So, the mechanism of letting go. Letting go is like the sudden cessation of an inner pressure or the dropping of a weight. It is accompanied by a sudden feeling of relief and lightness with an increased happiness and freedom. It is an actual mechanism of the mind, and everyone has experienced it on occasion. I'm actually going to highlight some stuff, y'all. Here, I've read all this part before, but I didn't highlight that part, and I think it's really important that I do. Continue driving this stuff home, right? A good example is the following. You are in the midst of an intense argument. You're angry and upset when suddenly the whole thing strikes you as absurd and ridiculous. You start to laugh. The pressure is relieved. come up from anger and fear and feeling attacked to feeling suddenly free and happy. Think how great it would be if you could do that all the time in any place and with any event. You could always feel free and happy and never be concerned by your feelings again. That's what this technique is all about. Letting go consciously and infrequently at will. You are then in charge of how you feel. You are no longer at the mercy of the world and your reactions to it. You are no longer the victim. This is employing the basic teachings of the Buddha, which removes the pressure of involuntary reactivity. We carry around with us a huge reservoir of accumulated negative feelings, attitudes, and beliefs. The accumulated pressure, set up a little bit more here. Okay. Accumulated pressure makes us miserable and is the basis of many of our illnesses and problems. We are resigned to it and explain it away as the human condition. We seek to escape from it in a myriad of ways. Average human life is spent trying to avoid and run from the inner turmoil of fear and the threat of misery. Everyone's self-esteem is constantly threatened both from within and from without. If we take a close look at human life, we see that it is essentially one long, elaborate struggle to escape our inner fears and expectations that are projected upon the world. Interspersed are periods of celebration when we have momentarily escaped the inner fears, but the fears are still there waiting for us. We have become afraid of our inner feelings because they hold such a massive amount of negativity that we fear we would be overwhelmed by it if we were to take a deeper look. We have a fear of these feelings because we have no conscious mechanism by which to handle the feelings if we let them come up in ourselves. Because we are afraid to face them, they continue to accumulate, and finally we secretly begin for looking forward to death, bring all the pain to an end. It is not thoughts or facts that are painful, but the feelings that accompany them. Thoughts in and of themselves are painless, but not the feelings that underlie them. It is the accumulated pressure of feelings that causes thoughts. One feeling, for instance, can create literally thousands of thoughts over a period of time. Think, for instance, of one painful memory from early life, one terrible regret that has been hidden. Look at all the years and years of thoughts associated with that single event. If we could surrender the underlying painful feeling, all these thoughts would disappear instantly and we would forget the event. This observation is in accord with scientific research. The Gray Laviolette scientific theory integrates psychology and neurophysiology. Their research demonstrated that feeling tones organize thoughts and memory. Gray Laviolette, 1981. Thoughts are filled in the memory banks according to the various shades of feelings associated with those thoughts. Therefore, when we relinquish or let go of a feeling, we are freeing ourselves from all the associated thoughts. The great value of knowing how to surrender is that any and all feelings can be let go of at any time, any place, in an instant, and it can be done continuously and effortlessly. What is the surrendered state? It means to be free of negative feelings in any given area so that creativity and spontaneity can manifest without opposition or the interference of inner conflicts. To be free of inner conflict and expectations is to give others in our life the greatest freedom. It allows us to experience the basic nature of the universe, which it will be discovered is to manifest the greatest good possible in a situation. This may sound philosophical, but when done, it is experientially true. Feelings and mental mechanisms. We have three major ways of handling feelings: suppression, expression, and escape. We will discuss each in turn. Suppression and repression, these are the most common ways in which we push feelings down and put them aside. In repression, this happens unconsciously. In suppression, it happens consciously. We don't want to be bothered by feelings, and besides, we don't know what else to do with them. We sort of suffer through them and try to keep functioning as best as we can. Feelings that we select to be suppressed or repressed are in accord with the conscious and unconscious programs that we carry within us from social custom and family training. This pressure of suppressed feelings is later felt as irritability, mood swings, tension, the muscles in the neck and back, headaches, cramps, menstrual disorders, colitis, indigestion, insomnia, hypertension, allergies, and other somatic conditions. When we repress a feeling, excuse me, I gotta get a little bit of water here. When we repress a feeling, it is because there is so much guilt and fear over the feeling that it is not even consciously felt at all. It becomes instantly thrust into the unconscious as soon as it threatens to emerge. The repressed feelings is then handled in a variety of ways to ensure that it stays repressed and out of awareness. Of these mechanisms used by the mind to keep the feeling repressed, denial and projection are perhaps the best known methods, as they tend to go together and reinforce each other. Denial results in major emotional and maturational blocks. It is usually accompanied by the mechanism of projection. Because of guilt and fear, we repress the impulse or feeling and we deny its presence within us. Instead of feeling it, we project it on the world and those around us. We experience the feeling as if it belonged to them. They then become the enemy, and the mind searches for and finds justification to reinforce the projection. Blame is placed on people, places, institutions, food, climatic conditions, astrological events, social conditions, faith, God, luck, the devil, foreigners, ethnic groups, political rivals, and other things outside of ourselves. Projection is the main mechanism in use by the world today. It accounts for all war, strife, and civil disorder. Hating the enemy is even encouraged in order to become a good citizen. We maintain our own self-esteem at the expense of others, and eventually this results in social breakdown. The mechanism of projection underlies all attack, violence, aggression, and every form of social destruction. All right, y'all, next is expression, but we're out of time, so get into that tomorrow. I'm going to put in my, let's see here, put in my prayers are like my bookmark, y'all. I use these as my bookmark, my place in my books. So, okay. Expression, and then we have escape. Looks like escape is the final one here, y'all. So y'all buckle your seatbelts. Like I keep saying, this is going to be an awesome book, life-changing book. Really is, y'all. So trust y'all got something good out of that reading today. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow as we continue the journey through letting go, the pathway of surrender. All right. Finish it up for today. Y'all go out and make it a great day. I'm going to be resting most of the day today. I got to run a couple errands, but other than that, I'm going to be staying at the house. So, as always, y'all, peace and love. Bye for now.